Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Basit. I am Associate Research Officer at the Center for International Strategic Studies, Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Since 2016, South Asia has entered a phase of controlled instability, where military signaling and coercive diplomacy begin replacing the restraint. Under the Modi government, India introduced so-called surgical strike strategy, an attempt to establish a new escalation ladder where limited force could be used without triggering a full-scale war. This logic continued in 2019 with the Balakot airstrikes, an effort to test escalation thresholds and create what strategists call escalation dominance. But this was never purely about security. It was about status-seeking behavior and projecting India as a revisionist regional power. Events like Pulwama and later Pahalgam were rapidly securitized, often without credible evidence, reflecting a troubling pattern of manufactured crises and false flag narratives to justify force. India's assumption was simple. Pakistan would exercise restraint, absorb pressure, and allow India to reshape the rules of engagement. This assumption failed. In 2019, Pakistan executed a measured, controlled escalation through precise targeting and controlled signaling. It restored the deterrence equilibrium while avoiding uncontrolled escalation. The return of the captured Indian pilot reinforced Pakistan's doctrine of credible deterrence with responsibility. Then came the 2025 crisis, a strategic inflection point. This time, Pakistan moved beyond response to deterrence reinforcement. Through multi-domain operations, air, land, and electronic warfare, Pakistan disrupted India's OODA League, which is primarily known as Observe, Orient, Decide, and Act, degrading its operational effectiveness. Advanced precision capabilities and coordinated strikes challenged India's offensive posturing, exposing vulnerabilities in its network-centric warfare assumptions. Crucially, Pakistan maintained escalation control, denying India the space for further provocation. This established Pakistan's new strategic norm. Any attempt to coercion, ambiguity, exploitation, or false flag justification will be met with immediate and proportionate response. The outcome was clear. India's attempt to impose a new normal collapsed. Its strategy of limited war under the nuclear overhang failed against Pakistan's full-spectrum deterrence posture. Most importantly, the regional equation shifted. The Pakistan-India dynamic was rehyphenated, forcing India to recenter Pakistan in its strategic calculus, while its attempt to sideline Pakistan globally weakened. We even observed some behavioral changes after the Delhi blast in November 2025. India avoided any immediate accusations, reflecting the impact of credible deterrence and raised costs of escalation. This is what Marka Haq represents. Not conflict, but restoration of strategic balance. Not aggression, but deterrence stability. Pakistan has demonstrated a clear doctrine, strength with restraint, capability with responsibility, and deterrence over domination. In a nuclearized region where miscalculation can be catastrophic, Pakistan's approach ensures one thing above all: stability through credible power.